Hello everyone, I'm back in a hammock, but this time of course it's in the woods. I am here with Mr. Max.
Good morning.
And Mr. Aaron.
Good evening.
We are going to be spending 3 days and 2 nights up in the woods. So we've just arrived and we've just set up our sleeping arrangements, as you've just seen in the time lapse. I've just had some lunch, the other two I think have already eaten. And we've just got some activities to do tomorrow. We've been trying to think of things to do, but yeah, just chilling out in the woods, having some good food and some good fun. So thank you for joining us. So we will first of all, it's nice having a cameraman. We will first of all show you around our sleeping setups. And Max, as you've got the camera, you can go first.
Yes, right. This is the tent that Aaron, lovely Aaron, has allowed me to borrow for the weekend. No, 3 days. It's just a bog standard tent. Aaron was complimenting my guidelines earlier. Lovely sweets inside. Yeah, it's nothing special, but it will keep me dry, which is more than could be said for Aaron's sleeping accommodation, which has I think he should tour now.
So I've set up my nice seamless transition there. I've set up my bivvy where it's maybe a natural shelter, but I've got a tarpaulin in it so I don't get wet. That's going to be my base plate, which my roll mat and sleeping bag will sit on. And I've just set up a tripod connected to land tree with camouflage. And hopefully I don't get too wet, even though there's a few little holes.
And I am in my beloved hammock. It is a bit lopsided, can't quite work that out, but I've got all afternoon to try and get it more level to sleep in. But I've slung it between two trees and put my tarp up top nice and high so I've got a view, as I like to do. It would have been helpful if there was a tree in the middle here, but there was only two, so I've put a triangle of rope around it, but that is what it is, it will do the job. Stick over the other side. The important thing that I want to show you guys in this video, which is different to when I've last camped in my hammock, is that I am using for the first time today my whoopee sling system from DD Hammocks. DD Hammocks is of course the company that I got my tarp from, and as the name suggests, they also sell hammocks, and this is the suspension system that they recommend. So you have these whoopee slings which sort of go a loop through the end of your hammock, and then there's this sleeve which the tail end runs through itself, makes another loop, and then the sleeve tensions and allows you to adjust the hammock. So if I pull this rope here, the loop here will get smaller, so the hammock will get tauter, and if I pull the other end, it will get bigger, so the hammock gets slacker. You put that loop through a carabiner, and then they sell their own tree hugger straps, so I'm using this one. That tree over there is the biggest in the woods, so I had to use both a DD Hammock sling and one of the other slings that I already had. But yeah, I'm excited to try it out and see how it works, and that's what we're using for this camp.
Go on the top of this, then I'll move that on top of it.
This is called a feather stick, if I haven't shown you before. This is a very small version, but it's a piece of fat wood, and I'm just using the knife to scrape away some little curls, so that'll light very easily with the lighter in a minute. Just keeping things simple and easy. You ready to go?
Yep. You've got this whole one on top.
There's a bit more somewhere then.
Should be right. Or fat wood's anything to go by.
Some more, don't you?
It's the big pile of branches just over there. Still might be getting in your way. Sure, this is a lovely shot.
That's right, I'll cut that bit out. Oh, I just saw Daddy's trousers as well.
That's the shot I was talking about.
That was a Liam shot, that one.
Massive ass crack.
If there ever was one. I think that has to be censored, that bit. So Chris is just putting the food on now. We've got hot dogs and some corn on the cob for tonight. Aaron over here is cutting an onion.
Riveting.
It's riveting stuff, isn't it, really?
We're losing light, surprisingly.
We are losing light. There is quite a lovely bit of light still coming through the trees, but it's going quite quick. So Chris just went and got on with it, really. We got a few interesting developments though. New development, Chris Jacobs was just...
It's a good thing there's 4 really, isn't it? We've got a spare.
Anyway, so first of all, who broke this? Chris broke it. Chris broke it while I was out. And then Aaron...
Would you like to explain what you were doing, Al?
I went for a walk because I was bored. I took some pictures, so they'll have just seen the pictures.
Bored in our company.
You can understand why, really. And then Aaron did this, trying to make a new one, which worked very well until it broke.
But I'm just burning out the old eye, and I'm going to re-hang it again, but without mistaked saw marks this time.
No, he has created quite a mess, but to be honest, it looked very good.
And I'm sure it will when I finish it.
Yeah. Although we've just been trying to fix Chris's sleeping accommodation for the last 20 minutes, because as we've figured out, it's slightly lopsided. So he kind of sleeps.
I think hanging it in my room hasn't done it very good.
No.
I think the metal hooks might have stretched one side. I don't know. Yeah, it's really confusing. But basically this side with the pocket is always hanging. See, that much little bit higher than the other side, which doesn't look that bad, but when I'm in it, it means that I'm, you know, being tipped over slightly. And because you're supposed to lay in them diagonally to get a nice flat lay, that means I've either got this side kicking into the back of my head and hurting, or if I lie the other side, it's lifting my feet up, which then is going to make all the blood rush to my head. So, I don't know, I might not get much sleep tonight, but hey.
I'm falling over things. Just stood there fiddling with your pocket.
Look at the eye action.
Now just standing in smoke.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Not that it's cold, but you know.
Just hit the axe again for me. Thanks.
Well, we've been talking for hours, having a very enjoyable evening, but it's late now, so we're heading off to bed. End of day 1, very enjoyable time so far, and we shall see you in the morning. Wish me luck in my crooked hammock.
Good morning. The time is 5 to 8. I've just woken up. Didn't sleep too badly last night. I've definitely slept worse before. Despite the hammock being wonky, my roll mat helped to level it out a bit, so that was okay. If anything, the thing that made it hardest for me to sleep last night was the temperature, because it dropped down a bit more than I was expecting, but I'm alive, so we've made it. Yeah, that's all fine. I haven't heard the other two moving around yet, so I'm going to get up now, I think, and then that'll probably wake them up. Looking around, it's a breezy but hopefully sunny day.
big congealed. I'll cut it in half.
Having fun?
Aaron tells us these are sourdough pancakes, is that correct?
Indeed, yeah.
And this is the first one, so traditionally the worst one, but we shall see. Well, hard to say really, because I've never had sourdough pancakes, so. It's tasty. You know when you folded it over and didn't really cook the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a bit raw in the middle, but. They're good pancakes. Good breakfast, Aaron, thank you.
The use of advanced equipment here.
Booga booga. More.
Right, so as you can see, Aaron is trying to set up a rope swing. It's going very well. Oh, that was very nearly there. Whoops. This is take 3 now, but he's doing much better than I would have expected, to be perfectly honest. We're trying to get it over that little nub on the branch there. So it'll be just high enough so that we can swing on it, but it also looks pretty secure. Come on, Aaron. Ah, we're now going for a different approach. Aaron is the other side of the tree. So far, nothing. No. And the rope has fallen off. Now resorted to throwing. Wait! Oh, that's so close. Come on, Aaron, if you pull this the right way, then it will stay on really, really gently. Oh, God. Oh, no!
Big fucking stick. Oh.
That's just...
Leave it there, I'll try and climb up to it.
If you pull it really gently, it might just slip over.
I reckon I can climb up to that and just sweep it over. Leave it where it is, just leave it dangling.
That's so nearly there. Hey!
Good old Mexican wave.
Just swing it about.
Rope swing complete, nearly. Chris, can you put it down from where you are? That's it.
Right.
Perfect.
It would actually be.
Well done.
If he's got the foot knuckles.
Hey.
Just tie a topper knot in it now to stop that untwisting, and then tie the.
Doing that to strengthen the rope, coiling it together.
Lots of friction between these two now that they're coiled up. Obviously it means that as we swing on it, it's going to naturally want to spin, but if we just keep remembering to spin it the other way, it'll keep them woven together and hopefully stronger than a single strand of rope. That's the plan anyway. Ideally we'd put a knot at the top to stop it untwisting again, but that way we can't just pull the rope down when we finish with it.
The first swing on our new rope swing. Thank you.
I go on back. It's got a bit of stretch to it.
It's got quite a bit of stretch to it.
Well then. Oh, feels like the rope bridge again. I left a skid mark.
That was oh, that was great.
Guess a push then.
Push.
Jesus!
Chris has fixed it slightly. No.
Maybe the twizzling was a bad idea.
This is like a jousting session here.
Oh god, I'm gonna be sick. Incredibly painful. You got bigger balls than me, I'll give you that.
Well, no, you're just pushing him.
I don't. I destroyed them on the landing. How is it then, Max? Oh, look at him, no hands.
Is that a quote? I can't remember.
What was that?
I'm flying, Jack.
Yeah, from Titanic, I think.
Yeah. It's quite fun though.
Aaron, give him a push.
It is quite painful in a region where you don't really want it to be. Oh, Jesus. Ah! No, I'm in a blender. Gotta just spin. Aaron, what up there? Oh my god. Ah! It's quite good. It's good. It's spin.
Yeah, the prison was in
It's.
So I'm just working on rehanging the axe that I messed up yesterday. So I recut it. I burnt the stuff out of the centre of the axe, the eye, and I'm just whittling down the edges to try and make a rudimentary axe handle.
I was sent to get firewood and I found this limb of this tree is all dead, this beech tree. So I've axed out a good half of it. And then now that I'm done with that, I'm going to throw it well out the way. Because when this goes, it's quite large, so I'm just going to saw until it starts to go hopefully, and then run. Which you might want to do as well, Max.
Yes, I'm going to leave. I've retreated to a safe distance and I'm watching young Christopher cut down the tree. Just heard some snaps, so I think it's going to go in a second. I just saw it bowing. There it goes. Timber, indeed.
In hindsight, I probably could have cut it down here, but I suppose I can always cut this off here with just a saw. But
This is Aaron's new axe, working well.
I don't want to take it too hard out there.
He's done a good job on that. Let's hope the handle doesn't fly off and kill Chris, because that would be put a bit of a dampener on the camp. But there we are.
2 seconds later.
It was dead, wasn't it, off the floor? This piece of wood.
Yeah, might be it.
So it might just be a bit.
We know what, I'm going to do it again.
If it's just
I'm
dead.
going to cut and run through the tree.
Completely stuck in the log,
No, this one's better.
but it's all good. He's going to do it again.
This one.
Woods are alive, the sound of chopping.
What are you making, Chris?
I am making a harp, hopefully, to do a friction fire. I believe I've got the order right, in that I want a spindle made of hardwood, like a drill bit, and I want the half made of softwood so that when the drill bit is spinning, it erodes some of this softwood and creates an ember with it. I think that's the right way, and then I'm going to get a stone or something, maybe metal, for a bearing block for the top and try and do a bow saw fire, because I've tried them before at Scouts but never actually been successful in one, so hopefully today is the day.
Very cool. Aaron is on his Axe Mark III. Actually, no, it's Axe Mark IV, isn't it? Because this is his third attempt to fix it.
Yeah, there was one originally, yeah. So yes.
But we're hoping that the third time's the charm.
Steady.
Don't stand at the base of it.
We're good, keep going.
Right, go.
Run! Hey, root ball and all.
What's happened, Aaron?
Nothing.
What's happened, Aaron?
This one? This one. You cut it, just? No.
I think Axe Mark IV has died.
This is the man who put a million on black and it
Came up red.
This is the man who...
This is the man who mends an axe.
Not realising that hanging an axe properly and that actually lasts is extremely difficult.
I know, I'm aware. I was aware after type 2 that it was an incredibly difficult task.
To be fair, it lasted very long.
It did a considerable amount of cutting.
Incredibly well.
Which is more than the other mates, Sam.
Yeah.
They did like 3 swings.
That time I did that claw hammer, it lasted, I don't know, a day. The next time I used it, it was at preschool and I was pulling boards off and snap. Max is chopping veggies
Yes.
for carbonara.
And I made a bit of a mess on the floor.
Well, yeah, he's put garlic peel everywhere.
And just cut my finger off.
Do you mind your parmesan with
And
chocolate sauce?
we've definitely been behaving ourselves.
He's zooming in on the bar.
Well, this is about us, I think. Max and Aaron have cooked us a lovely carbonara, which is very yummy. So thank you, chaps. You have seen us throughout the day doing various activities, which I think we enjoyed, kept ourselves entertained for the day.
Yeah.
So we put a rope swing up. I had to go at a friction fire with a bow drill, which wasn't successful, but it is a very tricky thing to master. We've been making axe handles with varying levels of success.
It worked for a bit and then it just fell off.
Yeah, but again, hanging a decent axe handle is very difficult. You've been making a sword, haven't you?
Which broke about 3 seconds after making it.
We've been mucking about, we've been having fun.
Yeah.
And now, as you can see, we've got just a small fire going with a little bit of firewood over there. So, and some beverages. So yeah, hopefully just a nice relaxed evening to come, and then we shall be packing up tomorrow.
Remember the 50-second word said in Chris's
The what?
The 50-second word said
Yeah.
in Chris's
If you know it, put it in the comments.
The what now?
50-second word said on your channel. Yeah. If an average fan, put it in the
I
comments.
don't know the answer to this, and it's my bloody channel. You what?
I'd be
50
bloody
second
impressed
what?
if you remembered the 50-second word of your dial. I'll put the number up.
Oh, the 50. Right, I see. I thought you meant when you
Oh,
said
it's kind of
50
it.
seconds. I thought you meant a word that lasted 50 seconds, not the 50 second. Right. Okay.
5-2.
The number 52 word I ever said on the channel. Well, that would have been in the first ever video.
If you remember it or you have enough dedication to find it, put it in the comments and Chris will send you £1 million.
Not £1 million. More like
£100.
£0. But I'll do the love heart thing on your comment.
Yes.
The first comment that I see with the correct, I'll have to find out what the word is now, won't I? No. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
It's just going back and watching my first video, isn't it?
Yeah. And counting the words. I was going to say, Chris said small fire. Don't think you're fooling anyone with that one. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the biggest. Well, no, not the biggest, but
It's not the biggest
huge,
firewood pile I've ever seen.
huge wood pile over there.
I think it's the second biggest wood pile I've ever made. The biggest would probably be at Hawley, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Chris and Aaron threw a tree at themselves earlier, as you've already seen. That was very funny. Oh no, I don't know if they
been
saw
having
that
fun.
bit. They saw.
No, but you didn't see it. But we pulled that tree down, and in order to cut the log, the main trunk of it in half, to use it as like a raised platform for storing firewood on for future use here, we put a relief cut in it on one side and plan to stand it up and then push it over onto a log, so the relief cut landed on the log and split the thing in half, but it was quite heavy, so it sort of fell in the wrong direction, but no one was
It
killed,
worked.
so it's okay.
They got it all the way to vertical and then went, oh no, and it fell.
Sort of the wrong way, but it still snapped in half and no one died, so. Yeah. Important sort of sad news. This is probably the last camping video of the summer, I'm afraid, before I go back to uni. Not sure if I'll have time to do another one. It'll probably also be the last time you see these two. Or have they even seen you this summer? Yes, we saw Aaron and both of you at Chalk.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We'll have to do a catch up with us three at some point.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah,
Next summer
indeed.
probably.
Yeah, because you'll have done a year at uni. You'll have done God knows what. I'll have done a second year at uni.
Yeah.
Scary. But thanks for letting us come this week. And Aaron,
Thank you, Aaron.
very enjoyable as usual. Nice to see you both again.
Yeah.
Morning of day 3. I slept much better than I did last night because I was so exhausted. It also wasn't as cold, I don't think. So I slept right through. How about you, Aaron?
That's alright. Raised bed was much better.
Excellent. That hasn't emerged yet.
Putting my stuff away.
Oh, beg pardon. Is the kettle on? Not yet. Well, we shall rectify that quick. And then I'm cooking breakfast this morning.
Mm-hmm.
One slap bang in the middle.
I'm going to do one there and one there.
Okay.
Eggs have been cooked. Aaron, thoughts?
Alright, no eggs.
Oh, it's insightful that.
A wealth of insight as always.
Always. Now just waiting on Chris.
Height of technology, cooking toast on a machete.
Yeah. So Chris got bored of waiting to pack up. So what he's doing is he's putting this rope back up in this tree. And we've also got a tyre, so we're going to attach that to it and make a tyre swing instead of a well done. Yeah, cut that bit out. Chris Jacobs on the tyre swing.
On a push. He is. Not into the tree, but yes. It still bloody spins. Why is it that I can climb up that high up a tree without fear, and yet being on this is genuinely rather alarming?
Because you were in control on the
That's
tree.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Here at any moment something will fail.
Something, yeah, then it won't be my fault. Well. Right, as you can see, this is where we were sleeping, but it's all as if we were never here. We've left absolutely no trace of our being here, and we're all packed up, so we are going to be heading out shortly. Thank you, Aaron, for letting us come.
That's all right, no worries.
Thank you, Max, for coming.
Thanks for inviting.
Hope you've had a good time.
Always.
I certainly have, and I hope you lot have enjoyed watching the video. So, probably the last camping video of the summer. Hopefully a couple more videos I'll manage to get in before I go back up to uni. Wish these two luck doing whatever they're doing after A-levels next year, and we shall see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah.